Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, grade 1. How are you all doing? Great? That's good. How are your lessons going? Are you guys enjoying the classes? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, that's great. So, welcome to your social studies class. And in today's class, we will be doing the reading of your chapter and then we will discuss about the Pakistani flag, right? Okay. So we have already discussed this flag. We have talked about it in Monday class as well, but we didn't go into the details of it. Okay. So in today's class, we will discuss some more details about it. Let's say who gave the idea of this design, who designed this flag, when was it decided, right? So we will discuss all of these things, right? So first, we will be starting with the reading of your chapter. So I want all of you to open your book, page number 24, and the chapter is chapter number 3, citizenship. And the topic that we will be reading today is our flag. This is the topic, okay? So, should I start reading? Okay. It says that we are Babar and Marvi. There are two kids over there. This is Babar, this is Marvi. Pakistan is our country and this is our flag. Yes, it is green and white. All of you can see that it has only two colors, green and white, right? It has a moon and a star on it. And beside this, beside these colors, it has a star and moon on it as well, right? We are proud of our flag. All of us are proud of our flag, yes or no? Right? We love to wear the badge of our country. We love to hold this flag in our hand. We love to place it on our rooftop. We love to see it flying, right? So why? Because we love this and we show respect for it as well, right? We should not throw the flag on the ground, and we discussed it in our Monday class as well, that a very sad activity which is being observed usually after the Independence Day is that a lot of flags are found throwing on the streets, on the roadsides, which is a very bad thing. So yes, you do you I'm not saying that you should not celebrate your day, you should not decorate your house. Yes, do that, but when the Independence Day gets over, it's not compulsory that you remove them from there. If you cannot keep them on in a safe place, if you cannot keep them, if you don't have the proper way to save it for the long period of time, you can keep them over there on the rooftop, right? Or you can keep them wherever you have made the decorations, let's say in your garage, in your rooftop. Please keep them over there instead of throwing it in the streets or roadside, which is a very bad thing, right? We should, and beside this is not compulsory, or this is not the thing that we should show respect to this flag only on Independence Day. No, we should show respect to this flag every day, every second, because this belongs to us, this country belongs to us, and this flag is our representation, right? We have discussed this. I have shown you the pictures that whenever some team, let's say a cricket team, comes in our country for playing the match, they hold their flag with this, which represents them, right? This particular team has came from that country, right? Similarly, when you are people who go to the stadium to watch the cricket match or any other match, there are special places meant for that, and the flags are over there, right? Similarly, the aeroplanes, we have discussed that Pakistani aeroplanes, especially PIA aeroplanes, they have the flags drawn on it, which represents that this aeroplane belongs to Pakistan. So this flag is our representation and we should show respect to this, right? Let's move forward. We fly our flag on many special days like Pakistan's birthday. We have already discussed the Independence Day in great detail in our yesterday class. Qaid Azam's birthday, 25th December. We will discuss this as well. And then the last but not the least is Pakistan Day, or 23rd March. On 23rd March as well, great celebrations are being held out in the whole Pakistan. Parades are being taken, and similarly there is this plane show. Then it's a big event for all of us, right? And people buy tickets and they go into the stadium and they watch it. So 23rd March is also a very important day in the history of Pakistan, and definitely Qaid Azam's birthday. Why Qaid Azam's birthday is important, can anybody tell me? Yes, because he is an important celebrity. He is the founder of Pakistan, right? The country, the homeland that we have is because of him, because of his struggles, because he struggled for it, he worked hard for it so that we can get a separate homeland, so that we can live our lives peacefully, right? Okay, so we have read out the chapter, that was all, and what we have discussed we will revise it definitely. But before revising that, or discussing other things, I'm going to show you a small video about the Pakistani flag, right? There is this interesting video. So let's see the video and then we will discuss further things, okay?
The national flag, the national flag of Pakistan. Every country has their own flag. Let's see what Pakistan flag means. The color white in the flag represents the minorities and the green represents Muslims, while the crescent and the star in between represents progress and light. That's the flag of Pakistan explained.
Okay, so the flag was shown to you and they have already explained that what does every part of it represents, right? There is a proper representation of each and everything whatever the flag has. Okay, before discussing that, answer this question to me. How many flag designs you have seen, or how many flags do you know about other than Pakistani flag? Okay, Chinese flag, Japanese, okay, and many other. Okay, so all of you have seen that, right? Do all of them look similar? No. Is this possible that every country has the same flag? Then what would be the benefit of it, right? Why do we have these flags? Because they represent us. So when every country have the same flag, there is no need of a flag. So that is why every country have a separate flag. Every, and beside that, not a flag, not only colors are different, but a separate design and a separate representation of that. And beside that, there is a separate meaning. Let's say when we talk about Pakistani flag, we say that this green part, which is the major part of it, it represents the majority in Pakistan. And what is the majority are Muslims, right? And then this white part, which is small in number, this represents the minority. And what is the minorities are the other religions, other people who are living in Pakistan, including Christianity, Buddhism, Sikhs, and all that, right? So this means that Pakistan is a home to all type of religions. Muslims can live as well as other religions can also live. And Pakistan gives freedom to do all of the activities, all of the religious activities freely. There is no restrictions. Everybody can, Christians can go to their churches, Sikhs can go to their tombs, so everybody can perform their all of their duties, all of their religious activities freely. And then there is this star and crescent, which represents the power, the prosperity, that Pakistan is progressing by day and night. Every Pakistani is working hard, like you guys. You guys are getting this education so that you can do your part in the progress of this country, in the development of it, for the good of this, right? So the cause behind is that we all of us want to become a cause, all of us want to become a purpose of it's good, right? So similarly, like we have discussed about this, the Pakistani flag, every country, the other flags which belong to other countries, there is a separate meaning behind them as well. Every flag has a representation, has a separate meaning, right? Now, there is this interesting question that I want you to answer. Let's say if you get a chance to design a flag, let's say you get a chance to design a Pakistani flag, what would be the changes you want to make? Okay, first answer this. All of you like this flag? All of you like this design? Yes or no? Or is there any other country's flag design that you like more? You like this? Okay, great. Is there any way that you want to, made some modifications and that you want that, no, let's do this right? Anything, any modification, any idea? Okay, you have to think about it, right? And then you have to discuss it with me that let's say if you get a chance to design the flag of Pakistan, how will you design it? Maybe some of you can say that I want that there should be a little more of white color because white color is very small. Maybe you can say that we can make it all in green color, right? Maybe you can say that we can take this crescent and the star over there in the corner or in this corner, right? Or we can draw this in the white part in with green color, right? There can be any idea. Or let's say if you want, but I'm not asking for the behind meaning or the representation of it. I'm just asking you to design something. I want to you to think about it, that let's say if you get a chance to make a flag for Pakistan, how will you design this? What would be the difference in your flag? So this is your home assignment that you are supposed to think about it. And in tomorrow's class, inshallah, first I'll listen to your ideas and then we will move forward, right? You can think about it, and some of you can, if you want to, you can draw that as well, and you can show it to me that you want your flag to be like this. Okay, so now let's quickly wind up the lecture and how you are supposed to answer these questions to me. I'm going to show you a picture and you will tell me that you are supposed to identify the person in that. Okay, okay, tell me what is this. It's Pakistani flag. Okay, now look at this picture. Look at this picture now. Do you recognize this person? Can anyone of you identify this, who he is? Yes? Anyone? No? Okay. Do anyone of you know who designed Pakistani flag? Do anyone of you know who designed Pakistani flag? Yes or no? No? None of you have ever searched for it? Okay, no problem. We will learn it together, okay? So the picture that I'm showing to you is the picture of Sayyid Amiruddin Kidwai, and he is the person who designed the flag for Pakistan. Got it? He is the person who designed this beautiful flag for us that we are proud of and that all of us love. This is a beautiful design, right? We cannot think of a better idea than this. But yes, you can think. You should use your mind, right? Why I'm asking you to design something, because I want you to pay attention to it. I want you to think about it. But we cannot have a better design than this, right? And who made this design? For us, for Pakistan, this person. And who is he? Sayyid Amiruddin Kidwai. Okay. So now answer these questions and then we will end up the lecture. Tell me how many colors are there in Pakistani flag? Two. Excellent. Who is going to tell me what are those colors? White and green. Very well done. What does white color represents? The minorities. And what are those minorities? The Christians, the Sikhs, and all other religions, right? And what does the green part represent? The majorities. And what is the majority in Pakistan? Muslims, right? Okay. What does this star and moon represents? The prosperity, right? The power of Pakistan. So that was all for today. I have gave you a home assignment. What is that? That you are supposed to think of a better design, that if let's say if you get a chance to design a flag for Pakistan, what would be that idea, what would be that design? Okay, you are supposed to think about it, and if you want to draw, you can draw that on a page for me, and then I'll watch it in tomorrow's class. Hope you guys enjoyed the lecture. I'll be seeing you in the next class. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz.